Episode 17, back with you guys today, The Parent Trap. We're going to talk about our post from yesterday where I stated that consequences affect future behavior. And so let's break it down, right? And so consequences just mean anything that happens after a behavior is displayed or observed. So how you say something, how you act, how you don't act, your body language, different things that you do all count as a consequence. The second part of that thing I mentioned is their consequences are both positive and negative, right? And so a positive consequence is going to be reinforcement, which I talked about yesterday as well too. So reinforcement is just going to increase the likelihood of a behavior occurring in the future. And so if I turn my homework in on time, I get a Jolly Rancher. Okay, I love Jolly Rancher, so tomorrow let me turn my homework in on time. Maybe the next day let me turn my homework in. Again, because I love Jolly Rancher so much, I'm going to keep doing that positive behavior because I'm reinforced with my favorite candy. And so parents, I want you guys to think about if we want to strengthen a targeted or positive behavior, make sure your reinforcement is matching what that task, right? So if I know that my son or daughter loves Oreos, okay, cool. Hey, if you clean your bedroom before, 9 o'clock before school, clean your bed, make your bed, put the clothes away and get dressed for school, then you get Oreos for your snack today. Okay, cool. My kid loves Oreos, so more than likely they're going to be reinforced and motivated by that to do all those things that we ask for. So you want to make sure that your motivation and that your reinforcement matches the tasks that you have for your children. On the opposite side of things, we want to talk about consequences and punishments, right? So punishment is a trigger word. Some parents like it, some parents don't. But punishment simply states that it decreases the likelihood of a behavior occurring in the future, right? And so I have an example that I always say is that, okay, cool, I'm in high school and I come home late past my curfew, and so my parents take away my car keys. Okay, cool. Taking away the car keys, I can't have access to my friends next week, or I can't go to the party, or I can't go to the football game, whatever it is. So hopefully next week, when I'm able to get the car keys back, I get home on time because I don't want to lose my car keys again. So that's how punishment is going to affect future behavior, because it's going to decrease that negative behavior of coming home late and hopefully start turning it into a positive behavior of coming home on time. And so you can implement that with your children as well too. So say they're punching or hitting their siblings, or just being aggressive overall. Whatever you do in your household, for this example, we can say you take away their tablet, their iPad, no more phone time or screen time. Okay, cool. Hopefully tomorrow, before he hits or aggresses towards a sibling, he or she hits or aggresses towards the sibling, I don't want my iPad or my screen time to be taken away, so let me not engage in that behavior because I don't want that punishment procedure to happen. And so that is what I wanted to tell you guys today. Like I said, keep it short and sweet. I want you guys to use it intentionally and purposefully, right? We can't just be throwing out reinforcement and punishment procedures. We want to make sure that it is effective. And to determine effectiveness, we have to notice behavior change. So if I'm continuously giving screen time, taking away screen time, grounding them, taking away their video games, and their behavior doesn't change, then that simply states that the punishment procedure isn't effective, so we have to change it. Or on the opposite side of things, if I continuously see that they're making their bed, that they're doing their chores, okay, cool, then the reinforcement that I'm providing after that is effective and I don't have to change anything. So you want to make sure and adjust and do your kind of weekly or daily reminders like, okay, cool, is this working? Is this not working? Okay, cool, let's alter it in a certain facet, right? And so the last thing I want to do is I always tell parents, and it kind of hits home for them, is that imagine that you're speeding down the freeway and you get a ticket at the black exit. The next time you go down that street or that highway and you see the black exit, what are you going to do? More than likely and hopefully you would slow down because you already got a $300 ticket last week for speeding. So I know the police officer was right by the black exit last week. So before I get there, let me drop it down a little bit. Let me throttle down and cruise on by like everybody else because I don't want a ticket. And that's the exact same way how consequences work, right? So I don't want another $300 ticket, so let me change my behavior and slow down and not get a ticket because I don't want to get hit again with another $300 ticket. And that also brings me into another statement, is that we want to make sure that it's consistent. So make sure you're giving your child consistent reinforcement and consistent punishment. We want to make sure that they're both on the same page, right? Because we know that the police officer isn't going to be there every single day at the same time. Our behavior is variable. So I know maybe for 2 weeks, I don't want a ticket, so I'll drop it down to maybe 60 or 70. I haven't got a ticket in 3 or 4 weeks now, so okay, maybe I can go back to 80 or 90. Okay, cool, I haven't got a ticket in about 2 months, so I'm good to go back to 100. And you do your 100 for maybe 2 or 3 months until you get slapped on the hand again for another fine. And then your behavior changes again, right? And so that's just the inconsistency and consistency part of consequences. And they always affect future behavior. So just be intentional, be purposeful on what you're doing, how you're doing it, and when you're doing it. Those are going to be key factors to that behavior change that we're looking for as parents in certain and specific situations that you might be struggling with. So appreciate you guys. Tap in episode 18, episode 17. We'll get you episode 18 next week as regularly programmed.